Hello, YouTubes.
Hey YouTube, it's Jaden&Zane coming at you, and this is our weekly, podcast slash YouTube show. So,
Whatever you want to call it.
I got a lot of things here for us to talk about, plus some questions. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Cardfight Vanguard Season 3 conclusion. So, you've been watching the Japanese now, right?
I am not.
Okay, well...
It's completely new to me.
Well, apparently the last episode is going to probably be aired tonight on YouTube.
Okay.
Now, have you heard anything about Season 3? Like, do you know what's happened so far?
A bit. I mean, I know, the guy who changed Aichi's Royal Paladins to Gold Paladins, he's the one that's reversed, and he's the one using Glendios stuff.
Yep.
And he's fighting against him. That's all I know. Yeah, that's as far as I know.
Well, not to spoil anything, but Kai and Aichi are fighting right now.
Okay.
And right now they're currently fighting, and apparently the world's being sucked into Link Joker's hole as well, as while they're doing this. And apparently, if the end of this fight, Kai's gonna disappear. That's all we know so far. But what I do know about Cardfight Vanguard Season 4, which we'll cover after this, it kind of makes you wonder. Okay, so I'm trying to decide whether or not Aichi is gonna win or lose.
Yeah.
Because now, knowing what I know from Season 4, I'm leaning more towards he loses.
That's possible, I guess, but it'd be really anticlimactic, I think. But
yeah, because Aichi beat who he was supposed to beat. He was supposed to beat Takano.
Yeah.
So he did beat the bad guy. Okay. But Kai, you find out, he willingly accepted Link Joker because he just wanted to be on the same ground as Ren and Aichi.
Yeah.
So we see throughout this whole 8-episode spiel of them being on the roof, Kai's telling him, all I wanted was to be seen as your equal, and I couldn't do that unless I accepted Link Joker.
Sadly true, but yeah.
So it makes me interested to see how they're going to end this, because they're going to have to tie something into it that hooks it into the 4th season. So going into
I have no idea.
So going into Season 4, here's what we know about Season 4. According to the Wikia, Kai and Naoki are the main characters of Season 4.
Oh no.
So that and the 2 new trial decks that come out in Season 4
are
Royal Paladin Seeker of Hope and Narukami Brawler Friendship.
And as you notice,
Kai's on the cut front of Royal Paladin. So that tells me, based off the name of the trial deck, Seeker of Hope, and the poster for Season 4, which has Kai on the main part of it, and you see Aichi in the background with his back to you almost. So that makes me wonder, I think instead of Kai losing, if Aichi does win, there's going to be some way where Aichi's going to be willing to sacrifice himself for Kai. Because Aichi, if you remember, at one point before he fought Taco, he said something along the lines of, he didn't care what he had to do, he just wanted to save his friends.
Yeah.
So that makes me wonder that Aichi's somehow going to be lost. Get sucked into Cray, get swept away by Link Joker, or something.
Vanguard has used so many innovative ideas in their show, and this would just be definitely one of them. Cutting out the main character in total.
Well, it would be paying us back for the lack of episodes this season with Kai.
Yeah, sadly, we don't get to see him too much.
So that's my thought on that.
Except in complaining on that.
But I will tell you guys what I know of. May 16, 2014 is when Set 16 will be released in Japan. So, because we never got word that there was going to be a set after 15 until like 3 days ago. Now, Set 16, here's what have you looked at anything about this yet?
Set 16?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, here's the name. Legion of Dragons and Blades.
Oh, yeah, I know, yeah.
Okay, and it offers support for the Royal Paladin, the Narukami, the Nova Grappler, the Dimensional Police, the Spike Brothers, and the Neo Nectar clans.
A lot of awesome classes. Yep.
So, it's an interesting group, too.
Yeah. Very specific.
And then the trial decks will be released on April 18th, which are Trial Deck 14, Seeker of Hope, which is Royal Paladin, and Trial Deck 15, Brawler Friendship. So I'm going to be very interested to see if this season how this season ends, because Season 4, since all they're telling us is the main characters are Kai and Naoki.
Yeah.
What the deep reading support's going
Not really.
So It will be interesting to see how it ends and how the new one starts. The new one is supposed to debut on March 9th. So we're not. So it seems like that means we're not. There's not even going to be a week. This is going to be the end of season 3. Actually, then by that date alone, you know that it's going to end tonight.
Yeah.
And then March 9th, which is next week, it's going to start right back up. So awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, guys, so in the comment section below, feel free to kind of tell us what you think about this season. So I had someone email us 10 questions, and me and Zane are gonna answer all of these. Both of us will.
Happily.
And first one, Zane, what would be a good budget deck for a new player?
Oh, okay. Well, I would guess that would be depending on what do you have around you. If you're going to buy packs, the best way to go is probably Bermuda, because there's no way you can't get a Bermuda card. So no matter what you buy, it would happen like that. Now, if you're going to buy a deck individually itself, probably Neonectar.
Neonectar.
Or
you know what? Even your Seal Dragons, really. I've seen fully built Seal Dragons on eBay, guys, for $70.
Yeah, they're not bad.
That's with 4 perfects. That's with 4 Seal blockades and 4 Infernos.
And you know what? Yeah, the Inferno is the most expensive part besides the perfect card. So yeah, that's it. That's all you need to worry about.
I mean, another good budget deck. Anything that you could take a trial deck and make it out of.
Yeah.
That's good. So looking at your trial decks, that's really good. I've told you guys that before sometimes. Buying 4 trial decks and just slapping them together.
You can get yourself a very nice deck.
Yeah, minus perfect guards, but
you can acquire those along the way as you get playing.
as you open packs and pull one, maybe slide a few in there. But it really depends. If you're wanting a more direct answer to this question, if you are interested in having like maybe 1 or 2 or 3 ideas, just send us a message and we'll kind of give you a few. It is a good question though, because
it is.
But we need to know a little bit more about what you have around you is the best way I like how you put that.
I've actually built most of my decks for like under
just common
$10.
Stuff,
yeah.
Just something you can acquire.
And plus, as we know, only the perfect guards and boss monsters and Vanguard decks cost anything. Everything else costs nothing.
Pretty much, some people just throw it away if need be.
Yeah.
They're just so simple.
Okay.
At card shop, you might want to stay late, so you grab all the extra cards.
Yep.
What's next?
Pure profit.
Question number 2. Zane, what is your favorite clan to play?
Favorite clan to play? Well, my favorite clan to play, probably Narcomic. Probably. I guess.
My skin would burn if I didn't say Royal Paladin, since Majesty is my avatar.
Royal's fantastic, yeah.
I mean, I may not play Majesty that much anymore. I might play more of the Alfreds and the Descendants.
But honestly, it's still a good
and
deck.
the Revengers, if I can ever pull fucking Raging Form, Link Joker, and things like that. I might play more of that, but Majesty is still, I think, my favorite.
Yeah.
It's still my favorite clan. I just almost feel loyal to it also because I started with it. So, and I'm very excited that Royal Paladin is going to finally get some other support besides Jewel Knight in season. Because I'm sorry, all respect to Jewel Knight players, it kind of took away some of the what Royal Paladin was.
Yeah.
Royal Paladin was warriors, not ladies.
Jewel Knights were to fit Corrin, I think. Corrin.
It fit Corrin like a glove.
That's the entire point.
And I'm also interested in seeing how Blaster Blade Seeker is.
Now, did you know they did announce kinda what Legion does?
What?
Well, first off, the main boss monster in the trial deck is going to be a Wingdoll.
Really?
Grade 3, yes. And the Blaster Blade Seeker, I don't remember if it's grade 2 or grade 3, but the Legion skill is basically they're going to work together with power. From what I saw, they're going to work together in power, and their card art is going to also match. I know.
So it's going to be kind of like the
like
Monarch
a full art,
Alfred,
but not.
Where it has 2 pictures in one.
I think, pretty much.
Okay.
Well, yeah, also Bermuda again. They had a card. They have 2 types of twin cards and stuff. There's one that's like this one sister, and then there's another one. But if you put them together, they make a full art picture right across and stuff. So
so if you had the cards side by side.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, that's what Drake Dayusha and Daikai's alternate goes.
Oh, really?
How I said
Okay.
that they look like they're
Well, that's
shaking
interesting.
hands?
Well,
Yeah.
we still don't know really
That's
much what
not
the
official,
abilities are going to do, but that
Yeah.
right there, it kind of
That's a good idea.
That makes me interested now.
Yeah, I'm willing to play it.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 3. The hardest clan to master.
There's too many. I'm sorry.
I would have to say, maybe this may not be the hardest, but it's definitely one of the hardest, would be Pale Moon.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Because it requires a lot of knowledge of when to soul charge, what to soul charge. You could even say Great Nature too, because you need to learn
There's a
how
lot.
to plus.
Yeah. It can mess up your entire field if you do it the wrong way.
The bones.
Mid colony.
No, you got to be dedicated to play that deck
Yeah.
right
You have to
now.
be dedicated.
We
Right
can't
now.
make fun of it much anymore now that set 15
now
gave
that,
it.
again,
Set 15 gave it a quintet wall, gave it an amazing break ride.
Oh yeah.
it's going to be
break
fantastic
ride
when
is-
it comes out.
Break
Sadly.
ride. Everything.
But
is
hardest clan to master, I mean, there's, you know,
It can be
the
personal
paladins
opinion,
are. I'd say almost any clan is hard to master. If I had to pick the easiest one to okay, the easiest clan to master, in my opinion, would probably be, as of right now, Oracle Think Tank, and I'm talking pre-Battle Sisters.
So, are you saying about
The
Coco or
yeah,
CEO?
the CEO and the Coco decks. Those were probably the easiest because there was nothing that really changed.
Not
You
too
wanted to
much.
get the soul empty. You wanted to ride Coco. You wanted to soul blast. and
No matter
draw
what,
those
they were
cards.
powerful, yeah.
So I can, see that being, the easiest. But I don't think there's any one easy clan to master because because every clan has 4 different decks that they can push out that are good.
Yeah, and they just keep making new sets that come with a new way to play your deck again.
So
Even
hardest
too-
clan to master. That's a good question. It's just
Yeah.
there's not a wrong or right answer to it.
Jane would say Pale Moon. I'd say probably Golds or Grand Blue, perhaps.
Yeah, Grand Blue too.
Yeah, Grand Blue's pretty hard, but
Yeah,
nowadays it's
Grand
not
Blue.
really.
What the alternate looks like.
Okay.
See how they look like they're shaking hands?
Okay, guys. I know
There
you
you
guys can't see that, but you can go to the wiki and see the picture of Daikaiser and Dayusha. It looks like they're shaking hands.
Yeah.
I think it's because they're going to go to a gay bar together.
Maybe. Well
Okay.
majestic.
Okay, question number 4. Okay, this one's a little bit easier. Best piece of advice you'd give to a new player?
Keep playing.
Well, keep playing too.
That's definitely
Yeah, if in-game tip, probably try not to drop too much hand as you start and stuff, and don't drop triggers, especially if you can help it.
Yeah, if you can help it, and you always want to drive check a heal trigger on your 6 damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't cheat to do that.
Yeah, unless you're playing Angel Feather, because all Angel Feather decks are stacked to cheat.
They are. It's
Uh,
intentionally built that way. Yeah.
Here's an easy one. Don't always attack the Vanguard. Don't feel that you must attack the Vanguard every single time.
Yeah.
I've seen so many players that when they start playing the game, Vanguard, and then they lose and they're like, I don't know why. And it's like because these 2 rear guards have been picking you apart the whole game.
Yeah.
So you need to learn a healthy balance between Vanguard, rear guard. You could also one thing that I think that would really help young players especially is watch the show.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Who doesn't like to? I mean, I hate reading, but
Me too.
when you can
Sadly.
watch something and let it
Soak
come
all
to
in.
you,
Yep.
that's easy. You can learn so much you can learn combos from the show.
It's so good. Yeah, they teach you things you might have not known, and they've even done optimal plays before, perfectly fine.
Your fingernails are so long.
Like-
Yeah, he's Wolverine's second cousin. You could also just watch our channel.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah. If you need a lesson in
so
something,
true.
we can be
Yeah,
happy to
yeah,
give
we're-
you some advice about it.
For the best piece, it's the common things. It's don't attack the Vanguard always. It's also study the clans enough to have a minimal knowledge about every one of them.
Yeah.
The Great Nature clan does this. The Royal Paladin clan does this. Or you can just watch last week's episode
Oh, yeah,
where
that's
we
true.
talked about every single clan except Stranger, because that's not really a
That's
clan.
not a clan. It
That's-
doesn't even have a mechanic to work.
But, okay, guys, so we're going to now cut over to the next episode where
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
continue answering these questions. So be sure to check it out.